Okay, sure. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Perfect. I hope you can all hear me. Yeah. Right? Okay, that's great. So I'm going to use this mic because some people are joining online. So as a courtesy, use this mic so they also could hear. And I was told that we will be getting a smart board next time. So let's wait for that question. Right. Very glad to see you all and welcome. First, I'll introduce myself, then I'll introduce the course, and then I'll tell what we are trying to do during these 60 minutes. Okay. Right. First of all, let's do the attendance. Please mark the attendance and we take the attendance. Right. First, let me introduce myself. Who I am. You are the right to know. So let me introduce myself first of all. Although I have logged in, there is no one online. Hope someone is there. Oh, yeah, there are two people online, myself and someone else. Okay. We have someone on the pan good. Buddha, can you hear us?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Excellent. Thank you, Buddha. Thank you for the confirmation. Okay. I hope you can see our screen as well, no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Right, great. Right. Now, first thing what we could do is, before I introduce myself, we'll see whether you have access to this page, the course page. And we just check that. Use the smartphones, right? But we have smartphones, but right. So under BSAA 31023, beginner business strategy, see whether you can see this particular course page. I think you have to involve yourself. I think. You are able to say no. Possible. Not possible. Not possible. Why is that? Okay, no, that's all. I was thinking, if I not allow you to enroll, that's a different story, but it's a please. You are able to access that, right? I will just go inside the course. Then, you can go my phone, what is it? Anyone can't access? Who's the batch influence? Two variables, excellent. There are two variables are there. Who are the very different? A bachelor of 6, we have 17 A and C1 and 16 B, B, but there are several variants here, right? The bachelors of those batches. Okay, you are the bachelor of 1. 16. 16 A and 1. We have got 16 A, 1 bachelor. Another bachelor of another batch. At least you are there. Okay. And the internal phase to that in your details, so we can have a conversation in terms of requirements. You have different access. How much students? They access, no? Some people have got access. Volume of access denied the gear. First of all, you have to have the materials, and materials that are recurrent. Let me see. Enrollment methods online. Right. What I'll do is, yeah.
Okay, now refresh that screen and see whether you have access. Because I have put an option self-enrollment. See whether you have got access. Self-enrollment enabled. පොතේ අනුව දැන් පුළුවන් වෙන්නට ඕනේ. Now you should be able to see this. If not, what you can do is put in the WhatsApp group the link for this server. URL is here. Then they should be able to put it in the here. Now it should be okay. Because I make self-enrollment enabled, so you can enroll in Okay, all right. Right. Okay. Well, okay, now people are saying the sample says that it's okay. How about you? Okay. Now fine. And I have to actually share the link, the URL of this application. How do you okay. You get access. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, you right. October 2024. October 2024. October 2024. The taken go to October 2020. Once again. Go to October 2020. And that's it. Go there and then go to the unknown. Alright. It's possible. You can go on anything. Go to October 2024. Then the post categories for October 2024, go to home page, go to October 2024, and it seems you are able to go there. Now I had a great difficulty into retrieving to search the place where this web page is there, but finally I succeeded. Fine. Right. How did they get? October 2024 category began. It was a semester one. 3, then semester 1. Semester 1 until the post semester, until the semester. Until the waiting for it. Okay. Another business right? Now, okay, since all lines of access, I'm very happy about that. Without the course materials are unable to login. And the first thing I'm going to do is to do that. Right, great. Okay. Now that being done, let's hide certain things. Right, okay. Right. 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 Okay, that's much better. Right. So first, let me introduce myself. This is me. But first, let me introduce myself, and then I'll ask you to introduce yourself. Wait now before I introduce myself. So what we do is, first let me introduce myself. I'm Professor Rashad from Java University. You know where's Java University? Of course.
I'm here from the Department of Accounting. Department of Accounting is one of the 12 departments of the Faculty of Management Studies and Commerce of the University of Srilanka. The given moment in the management faculty, there are 5,200 students for the course. You want to hear. And altogether, there are about 12,000, 16,000 students in all faculties and all departments. Internal. If you add external, then it's over 12,000. So that's the capacity that we have. And I'm from one of the departments that's calling itself the Department of Accounting. And as a department, there are the students who got the highest Z score to be able to. The commerce stream, heading to the Department of Accounting, you have the data highest. So we have the island best, the island highest over there, the island rankers, and we have 200 students in one batch. So from second year, we get the students. Second year, third year, fourth year, we have about 600 students at a given moment. So that's where I'm coming from. And I also was like you about 20 years back, an undergraduate. Even more than that. So I started my university career as a student in 1999. Were you born? No. You were thinking too. So I entered the university in 1999, September 17th, at Harvard University. Based on the island rank as well as a district rank. Then I was island 17 and district 7. And then in August there were 120 students. I could still remember that year. 120, negative 120. And what were island rankers? Island first, second, third, fourth, and it was like very competitive. You can imagine, right? Island rankers all 100, 1 to 120. At that time, because there was no program directly on UBC for the entrance to the university. So, what are the university did? Then I worked very hard, worked extremely hard. While others were enjoying their life, I started day and night. Right? Because my objective was to get a first class and be an academic. Even in the first, when I just entered the university, that was my dream to be an academic. Because I like teaching and research. Then, after a very competitive process, right? Not only I got the first class, I became the fractional. I got the gold medal for getting the highest aggregate marks for the report. Right? Why? Because I was super brilliant? No. The secret behind that is nothing but commitment. Focus, commitment, and sacrifice. Sacrifice what? Entertainment. For education. Both starts with P, but both are very different. Education and entertainment. Maintain a ratio between those two. What should we have? What should get the highest proportion? Education or entertainment? I suggest these education now, then later on, in your later life, you can have the entertainment part high. But if you do it otherwise now, what will happen? Later you will have education, but you will suffer in your life. Not only you, your loved ones also will have. If you don't do well in your life, that will impact your parents, it will impact your siblings, it will impact your own family. There are some batchmates in my batch still and tomorrow. They are no savings and they are doing meager jobs with meager earnings. Their wives, husbands, children are suffering. Do you want to be in that position to make others suffer because of you? I don't think anyone wants to do that. We ourselves suffer, that's a different story. But because of us, people will suffer if we don't do the right choices. If you don't take the right choices. Isn't it? So always think about not about only about you,
about others as well, who will depend on your success. Won't be like this after 10 years. Of course, we don't intend that you will be like this at all. You cannot be the graduates at that time, you will be permanent graduates of the same. You are under the best place for that. Right. This is the only national railway accounting body who could promulgate accounting and auditing standards. It's written. It's written. So that brand name is there. So you should be very proud. So if any of time, we would expect you to be there in post professional and academic work. But on the other hand, unfortunately, if you don't commit yourself, there will be people who will be earning very meager sums and suffer. Not only they will be suffering, their siblings, their parents, and their families will be suffering. Because you will be getting married, indeed, that's your choice, but it majority money. Then your family will have to depend on you. And if you are not making enough money, if you are not having enough income, they will be suffering. So that's why you have great responsibility towards yourself, your immediate family, and towards the society as well. So that's why take time to invest in yourself. Not only on entertainment. I don't say completely remove entertainment from your life. That's not possible. That you have to be realistic. But the entertainment education ratio you have to maintain. 90% education, 10% entertainment. That would be a good ratio. But what I see is unfortunately 90% entertainment, then 10% education ratio is there. So allocate time for productive purposes because time is limited. Time is limited. It's very, very important. Right. So then afterwards, I'm telling about myself. So you have the right to know. Anyone who stands up in front of you cannot be your lecturer. That person needs to have certain requirements to be fulfilled. And safely will set that take care of. Then afterwards, after completing my degree, so I was getting my training at Ernst Lanka. Audit firm. Anyone from Ernst Lanka? Okay, we have some guys from Ernst Lanka. At that time, there was allocations. Now I think allocations are not there. Now there are cluster 6. I was in allocation 2, and I was doing my chartered test. The chartered notes I worked very good. At that time, there were 4 stages. Stage 1, foundation, intermediate, F1 and F2. Worked very, very hard here. What was my objective? To do my best. To be my best version of myself. Best version of myself. I cannot be someone else. Can I be someone else? But can I be the best version of myself? Yes. So again, tried my level best. And the foundation level, I earned the first in order making. That translated to I learned first. Got a highest aggregate marks in the foundation level. Then, in my chartered history of chartered journey, I got subject prices, and then I became a fully qualified chartered. But my ACA at that time in 2007, I am FCA. What's an FCA? A fellow chartered accountant. So I really respect Ernst & Young. Here I got my grade. At that time, this Visham allocation. Now she's a farm. Now she's a farm. Another Silva was my training brand. Right? And we expect her to be seriously like the president as well. And Mr. Sanath, likewise, there were several people at Ernst & Young who are our mentors and we really respect them. Then I entered the university, which was my dream to be an academic. And after a very competitive examination as well as scholarship process, my sojourn started in Tokyo, Japan. Waseda University, one of the prominent universities in Japan. It was an English program, like a small UAE. You had Americans, British, Chinese, of course Japanese, all in one class 120 in a batch. Again 120. As like in my it's like most of them small UAE. You had all nationalities, including Japanese and Chinese, as well as Thais and Australians, like but there were several nationalities. Again, what was my intention? To work hard. to commit myself. Worked extremely hard, and again, I got the first honor. Out of all, and became the passion. Won the gold medal and got into the KMT program. It takes at least 3 years, at least 4 years, 5 years to complete the PhD program in Japan, because it's very stringent, I would say. But again, I completed within 3 years. Why? Worked 16 hours under 4 hours. It was very stressed, but again I completed. Then came back to Sri Lanka and got my academic credentials, and I am a professor of Galle University Department. So why I am sharing this story? To boast about myself, what I get out of it? Nothing. I am really inspired. I am not super brilliant at all. What's my weapon? My weapon is courage. While others are idling, while others are entertaining themselves, what I did was I was focusing on the key productive tasks. That's the real success. Not super brilliant. There were super brilliant people. When I was in school, of course, there were very, very clever guys around me. But they never even entered into it. Then in the university, there were very clever guys. Even I was first post there. I was violent 70. But I have got from him. How? Smart. That's the thing I would like to tell number one. Maybe it's too late to tell that in your third year, but at least in this third year, put your maximum, because what I see is students fail this subject. Students don't complete their degree. But we have been very investment on this, isn't it? What's the cost of this degree? The investment of this degree. You pay how much? 800,000, 900,000, 1 million? What's the cost of? What's the investment? I didn't call it. Of course, I would say the investment. 1.5, 1.1 million. So that's the direct investment. But see, at the opportunity cost today, it might be 5 million or 6 million, or even 10 million something. So you are going to waste that amount of money if you don't complete this degree. So the facility itself, yeah, I'm practicing you. I would like to encourage you to invest your time, invest your money in productive works. Right? So minimize the entertainment component of the entertainment education ratio and maximize what? The education component. Then you will be able to achieve the targets. Because unless you invest in yourself, you have to do your thing. There are some people who are paid 50 rupees per hour in our system. 50 rupees. Laborers. So there's a guy working in my home, in my garden. For 8 hours, I pay him 3% money. Because that's the rate that gardeners here. We need a There are certain people who are paid 5,000 rupees per hour. There are certain people who are paid 50,000 rupees per hour. 500,000 rupees per hour. 5 million rupees per hour. Richard Branson, in fact, even give him a song. Right? Richard Branson, the working group, yeah. Why? Mark my words, in 5 years' time, you also will enter into this mainstream professional market and see what's your rate that they will pay for you. Is it 50 rupees as a laborer or as a top class manager, 50,000 rupees per hour? Who can say? Awesome. Why they are paid? Why they are paid 50,000 per hour? Why some people are paid 50 rupees per hour? Why? Because of the looks. Right? Handsome, beautiful. For different industry, of course, you will be paid for that if you are doing modeling. But not all would be models. In fact, I have been modeling. I won't shoot that kind of a habit. But why they are paid? For their skills, attitude, and knowledge. As well as the both the system mindset. They can do positive mindset. So if you don't enhance your skills, if you don't enhance your knowledge, and if you don't have positive attitude and mindset, it will be 50 rupees per hour, even after time. That will laborers time. So who can decide that? Whether you are going to get what amount of money? Market decides the labor market, your value is decided by demand and supply. Whether you like it or not, that's the reality. Demand and supply. So if you can supply high level of skills, high level of knowledge, and a positive attitude for the job market, they will pay you handsome. But on the other hand, if you have lackluster rates, failed rates, a very worse attitude towards everything, you will be quickly to this point. Can you blame the labor market? Can you blame the government for it? Who should blame? Us. So that's why this degree program caters to the subjects of physical business plan, which is subjects for the next, right? Next generation subjects. Artificial intelligence, blockchain, these kind of things now. So that's why educate yourself, apply these things, increase your skills, and you will be, in fact, assets by definition. You know the definition of assets, you know, in the field. If not, you will be liabilities for the person. You will be a liability for your own family. Would you like to be a liability? Or would you like to be an asset? Yes. So therefore, complete this degree very well, and also get an internship in a well-respected institution, auditor and enhance your skills, attitudes, knowledge, as well as your mindset. That's the only way out. Unless your parents are very wealthy and company owners, then you can work there, but not for long. The company wants to sustain for a long time. If you don't have those right attitude, skills, and knowledge, that will recommend. So it's up to whom? You. Is it? It's going to be extremely important. Remember, the future job market will be extremely competitive. Unless you have AI skills, but that right? Unless you have, that's also a very important indeed to have how to even use ChatGPT properly, right? It's an important skill. So therefore, students keep that in mind very well. So collections and other things can take you to a certain level, but after that, you have to show the skills, attitude, knowledge, and the mindset. Then you will be valued by the market and pay you handsome. Money is not everything, indeed, but to do everything, you need what? Money. Is it? Money is not everything, indeed. I 100% agree. But to do everything, you need what? Money. Now, let's say you want to come from your home career and you order picnic or Uber. The man comes, one comes, and then you get into it and you say, you're a good person, and I'm also a good person. Please take me here, there. I don't have money. Except please wait out. Isn't it? So likewise, money is not everything, but remember to do everything you need money. Therefore, enhance your skills, attitudes, mindset, and the knowledge you need. Then only you will be able to serve yourself as well as serve your family and the company. Remember, the parents want to really happy to not. Right? We have to be someday for all, right? We have a very one. Unless we sustain ourselves, we get into good jobs, good careers, no one will support us. The person who sits next near you will earn 50,000 per hour, while I'll be getting 50 rupees per hour, like a later. What do you think? Is it fair? Life is unfair. By definition, life is unfair. We have to fight to get into this. Don't think life is fair. Life is terribly unfair. Unless you work for yourself and you work for your great achievements, no one will support you. Don't expect someone to come to you and help you. You have to help yourself. That's the reality of business. I think you are in the age to understand this, and in time to come, you'll understand more things about the society. But it might be too late. It might be too late. Okay, that's what I was telling my story. Right? My parents are teachers. They are not super wealthy, not super brilliant. So my father, what he told was, unless you educate yourself, road is the place that you could stay. My way or highway. My way or highway. My way means education, highway means the road. So we understood that very well. So committed ourselves. Now we are positioned to help people. So I'm the youngest officer of the management faculty. We have 200 academics in the management faculty, itself 800,000 academics in the entire university. Among the management faculty academics, I'm the youngest officer. Being a professor in the state university is not easy. It's a very complicated process. Again, why? So if you want to achieve things, you have things. Particularly not very effective. Facebook, got to get out. I deactivated my Facebook in 2007. This was totally depressing. You get to compare with others. WhatsApp, I use it for my engaging with my students and others. And I don't have certain Twitter, formerly known as nowadays, formerly as Twitter. Yes, I use it to act. So likewise, use entertainment, use social media only for your good. Some people use every week social. Without it, they cannot even get up and go to the work. In fact, they Facebook post for unusual. Social media they are very good. So don't get addicted. Get addicted to good things that will give you, right? That will give you. So that's about myself. And as I told you, I'm fully qualified chartered accountant as well as I'm an HC investor. Okay, that's about my life. Happily married, I am 1 kid, and giving my contribution to my institution. And that started in 2013. This as a founding lecturers, I'm taking it. And I'm in the board of management. This is the current board of management as well. Because I'm the chairman of the education committee of Srilanka. So by virtue of being the chairman and serving here as one of the members of the board of management. Okay, so that's about myself. I mean, that's more than enough about myself to understand who I am. And I think I am qualified enough to deliver this subject to you, having those qualifications and having those expertise in this area. Okay. So, had it been a small class, I would have asked you to introduce yourself. But again, it's a large class. And I think some people are not here, you understand it. But remember, right, while I'm introducing the course. Now, next thing, I introduce myself. Now, let me introduce the course. Right? What we are going to do. And how the assessment will be there. And all kinds of assessments are marked by events. Let's see. And if you do have any questions, please raise your hands or you can ask me anytime. There's no problem. You don't even need to raise your hands. But I don't appreciate while I'm speaking, others communicating with each other. Disturbing yourself as well as myself. Right? So I have done this at the beginning, if not there will be misunderstanding. I would like to have minimum misunderstanding. Okay, so it won't be nice after that. It will be really ugly. First morning I say, please stop speaking. It's not there in that case. Second one, again I'll ask, stop speaking. Third, firstly I'll ask that person to get up, go. Get out of my class. I want to escape me. So therefore you have a self-respect. So please, right, act and behave with that. A very kind request. Because I don't know to do certain things, but if you make me do certain things, I want hesitate to do it. I have said that at the beginning, isn't it? It's not being misunderstood. Then, people say, I'm a very friendly person, but on the other hand, also I would like to maintain this. Because why? I got my secondary education from, basic education from Japan. Japan is a country where you have high ethical standards, high discipline, etc. Fortunately, unfortunately, I put my education over there, my postgraduate, BS and PhD, so I value them. So I don't want anyone to disturb me and anyone to disturb others. So you have consulted, no worries. You go and have all the chatting and music, talking, chatting, shouting, smiling, and come back. That's perfectly fine. That's fine. Okay, but please don't disturb me and others. Outside I have it. Okay, thank you. Okay. Right. Something has come. Right. Now let's go to. So that's about myself, and this is my research profile. So I have around 510 citations for my work. That means 510 people have referred my work, research, and my H index is 11 and IT index is 30. For an then that's a reasonable amount. And these are my research publications. Research, I don't know it. Research, yes. Oh, research is a good thing to do. You should know what you're doing. And these are my publications which I have done. About corporate governance, job satisfaction, different aspects, social recognition, responsibility, audit expectation gap. More to come. The need for proper management leaders of the Kalani Valley River. So I did with Professor Padmanabhan, one of the great scientists in this country. Drivers of corporate voluntary disclosures. Individually and jointly, I have done a number of research. So research is also one of my key areas, and I love doing this. I hope you also would love to do this. You have a good research, a good lecturer, research, this. This is it. She's taking you very well like that. And she's one of my students as well. Doing a very good job. But it's up to you to get the maximum out. Get the maximum out of it. And then to do the research in a prominent and a good way that will give you good results. And some people will be stopping the third year and some people will be looking for the final year. That means the special degree. So it's again, in the special degree, if you are going to do special degree, there are other like this, you can decide. Right. Okay, that's about myself. I think that's more than enough about myself. Now let's go into the subject. So now you can go to the LMS. That's why I wanted the LMS intact. LMS. What stands for LMS? Learning Management System. LMS stands for Learning Management System, which is the Moodle platform, which is open source and it's being adopted by different institutions. The paid version is the platform. Let's see. Let's hope for the best. Sometimes you have to, when it's the internet, that you have to hope for the best, isn't it? Right, you can go and download the course outline. Please download the course outline. Just so that some people have done it. Great. Course outline. The course outline. Let me try also to see why this is not working. Digital business strategy and things are not working, no? Chrome has crashed. My computer at least. Okay, at least it's now starting. Let's see. Okay. Let me show you the shortcut. Okay. Right. Right. Please go to course outline. And the two textbooks are also there. You don't need to open now. Please go to the course outline over here. This is the course outline. Please download it and open it. So I'm going to download it. Right. Now let me introduce. I introduce myself. And now let me introduce the course. So the course title you can see is Digital Business Strategy. The course code is BSAA 31023 and it's a 3 credit course. And it's a 4 course aspect. That means it's not optional, it's not an elective. You have to do. It's a level 3 subject, that means it's the 3rd year, semester 1. This is semester 1, right? Right. So these are the course objectives. At the end of this course, the learning outcomes are there. You'll be able to do all these things. Hopefully. And the main topics are these. And the course content is this. These are the things that we are going to cover during these 15 weeks. A lot of things are there. Then comes the most important. Assessment. How the assessment is going to be done. You can see here we have all kinds of assessment and this is not prepared by me, this is prepared by SAP and given to us to be followed. Right. So what are the assessment modes? So you can see here, there's an individual report required, that's the weight is 10%. Then you have a group report, 10%, group presentation 20%, classroom element certificate is 10%, and then final exam 50%. What's the CA weightage? What's the continuous assessment weightage? 50%. So that's right. So from next week onwards, we have classroom assessments. This classroom assessment. We'll have individual quizzes, group presentations, etc. If you don't come, you get 0 marks for that basis. And then I'm going to take the aggregate of the randomly take numbers. 14 weeks from next week, we'll have every week, almost every week, we'll have an assessment. And then what we have to do is we have to take the assessment and we have to see how you go. Right? So, individual report that will be there at the end of the semester. Group report 1 week before the semester, you have report, submit the report and do the presentation. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine the group assignment and the group report together. You can present the group report. Right? You can present the group. So, the weightage is how much? 30%. 10% plus 10%. Then you see the group presentation, 10%, group report 10%, then classroom activities, and the final there will be 50%. So you can see each week we'll be having an assessment. So please do take part actively. Right? We'll have group assessment, quizzes, etc. etc. And to do the quiz, you have to be physically here, unless you are joining online, which is given first. Only permanent students will be given online access and you have to follow your user assessment. Right? Okay, so that's about the assessment scheme and what I expect. And to pass the subject, how much marks will you require? What's the pass mark? What's the pass mark? Huh? How much will you require marks? It depends. In the first month, there's a percentage that you are required to achieve, and in the final exam, there's a percentage that you have to achieve. So, work hard. Not all pass this subject. That's what I see in the history. So, therefore, now itself, today itself, make commitment that you are going to do this subject to the best of your ability. Okay? Come to the lectures, take part actively in the lectures, and it's your responsibility. I see some seats that are vacant, maybe they are not suitable for it, but again, some students might have gone. That shows lack of interest, lack of commitment. How can they be successful in their lives? Again, please. Right. So, these are all the course outline and this what we have to cover. Anything that you want to clarify? And about the assignments and other things, I'll explain to you in due course. In due course, if I have to come, I tell what all the requirements are in this. Individual assignment as well as group assignment. But you do that, I tell you that. Okay. Right. So that's about the course. And then the textbooks. There are 2 textbooks which I'll be using sparingly. So textbook 1 and textbook 2. And it's going to use, so it's in PDF, you can read anytime. Even while you are traveling, you can read it, isn't it? Unless you are traveling. Right. So the 2 textbooks are Digital Business and E-commerce Management Strategy Implementation Practice, and the next one is Strategies for E-Business, Concepts, Cases in Value Creation and Digital Business Transformation. 2 excellent books that I have selected for this particular subject, and I encourage you to go through the chapters which we cover. Again, these books have about more than 1,500 pages, but I'm not going to test anything. I'm going to test what I teach. Is that clear? So my examination philosophy is very clear. What I teach is what I test. Now, in certain cases, you might give your textbooks and test them from area. Study facts, particularly. In study facts, they could give study facts and they could test from area and everywhere. But in my way of thinking, I would test from what I teach. That's why I expect you to come to the lectures, take part actively. Then you will pass in this subject is not difficult. Not difficult at all. Because I'll be giving examination tips during the lectures. I'll be asking, okay, I'll be giving potential questions, and then I'll explain that these areas are very important in terms of the exam. So you have to put 5 stars for it. 5 stars for it. Meaning that it's very, very important. VBI. Okay, so these are the textbooks that which you'll be using, and there will be quizzes, a lot of other things. You cannot see these quizzes yet. Classroom activities, quizzes,
A great amount of work will be there. Right? You have to come to lectures and take part actively, and then you'll be able to exit. So it's up to you. It's completely up to you. Now you are adults. So being adults, you can decide what you are going to do and what you are going to do. Right. So today we'll be starting with chapter 1 of textbook 2. Likewise, I'll be indicating the textbook from the other chapters are coming from textbook 1. Likewise, I'll be telling okay from which book the chapters are. And I'll be testing what I teach. Again, I'm going to take what I teach is what I teach. When I give large textbooks, don't worry. Right. So shall we now go to week 1, that's today, and download chapter 1, textbook 1, textbook 2. Shall we download and open it? Right? Is it accessible? I think yes. Using your smartphones, I think easily you can download it and you can access it. And make sure you have access to the LMS because I'll be administering the quizzes through the LMS. LMS is now a quizzes something. Quizzes day. So therefore, please make sure you have access to the LMS through right outbound. Okay. Everyone has also access. No? They all do that. Is it clear? Make sure you have got access. Username, passwords, you have to remember. Right. Today we are going to discuss about key terminology and evolution of key distance. That's what we are going to discuss. We are not going to complete it because we won't have time. I'm not going to overdo you with a lot of information. We'll be discussing, applying, and I'll be asking you to do listen. Yes, I'm going to use ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a great learning tool. Is ChatGPT back? ChatGPT is back. It's like asking whether fire is good or bad. Is fire good or bad? Fire is fire what? To cook my food. Boil the water. To bring some coffee. Why I say use fire to burn a house for someone else? So ChatGPT is also like that. You can use the code assignments as well as you can use it as a great learning tool. These days I am even conversing with ChatGPT. I am making my information assistant. I'll ask, hello, she will also say, hello. And I say, okay, tell me about digital business strategy. Define digital business strategy. It will give me problem. I will say, she will do it. And I say, follow. Yeah, digital done, you want to be done. You want to be digital done. Then the lectures cut the everybody get follow down. I'm an ardent user of that. I write my own Python code and my R code as well as some other programming codes physically. I'll give the scenario and it will write exactly as I write. The great code. It has increased my productivity 100 times. Really, I was writing some code, then we take a top right, programming codes. Even VBA code can be written. So let's ask ChatGPT. I'll ask her to define what's digital business strategy. Oh, let's ask her. Hello, how are you? Okay, please define what's digital business strategy.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, indeed. Thank you very much. See you later. So, we can have meaningful conversations. And the transcript is given. The transcript is here. And I can ask, I can relate the scenario, and she will write the email. Right? I can relate the scenario. Then she will write the email. And then I copy and paste them. So likewise, that's the technology that we are talking. Right. Okay. So here we'll be discussing about key terminology. She also defined what's digital business strategy, application of digital technologies in the business processes. So let's see what's this. What are the key terminology that are related to this subject matter, digital business strategy? Right. So here, these are the learning outcomes. At the end of this chapter, you will be able to do these things. These are the learning outcomes. One, you'll be able to, number one, understand what do you mean by e-business. Then you'll be able to say what's electronic commerce, mobile e-commerce, social commerce, omni-channel commerce, what are these? You'll be able to define. Then you will understand the concept of strategy. You can apply that in your own life as a strategy. And different levels of strategy development. In the life cycle of technological revolution, it's a revolution rather than an evolution. The life cycle of how things are changing. Right? Then 4 main periods of the e-business evolution and the benefits of e-business adoption. What are the benefits of e-business adoption? And next week probably we'll be doing a group assignment. A group assignment testing. Right. So these are the learning outcomes. Then let's see how to achieve this. Okay, key terminology. First, let's see what's an e-business. Please take down e-business in your notebooks or in your digital media or whatever. Please take down e-business. 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 So what's an e-business? So the definition is fluent. Please write only the first sentence. You don't need to write the next ones. I'll explain. What's an e-business? The use of electronic means, electronic methods, the use of electronics means to conduct business internally and or externally. E-business. You use electronic methods to conduct internal and external activities of the business. That's it. Internal, external is there. I explain what are these internal activities and external activities. Right? You use electronic methods to conduct business internally and externally. Now there are internal operations of the business, external operations of the business. We use electronic methods. Electronic and communication methods. What are these? Now my question to you is, can we treat SAP as an e-business? SAP is e-business. We'll ask all the students. Now, the definition says use of electronic methods in conducting business activities. Is what we business. Now let me ask whether you can treat SAP. SAP is what School of Accounting and Business. Right? Sub-campus as an business. But no, I got the correct answer. Sorry. We'll ask. That's good. You can tell anything, don't be worried. Accuracy is not a problem. Participation is important. I'm going to ask you something. What is it? There is answers. And this will know as well. Good. We love some others. What do we do? And we create subcampus. It's organization. Campus and a unit. Campus. What do you think? Yes. So that we will check the answer. How would we? What do you think? Slow. No. One second. What do you think? Yes or no? These three will be the correct part. Most accurate part. Probably. Yes or no? Here. How should we make the most accurate answer? To a certain extent. Now, for example, this LLS, SAP users, is it an electronic method to deliver materials to you? Yes. They send emails to you, isn't it? Now they don't send letters to you, they send emails to you. Is it an electronic method? Yes. But of course, I have to understand it's different from Amazon.com, Google.com. Google conducts the entire business using electronic means. That just this lecture, this week. And of course, some people are doing online. So therefore, we can say that this business or this activity is entirely an e-business, 100%, but to a certain extent. When I asked the first student as well as the last course, they told the same answer. And all others as well. I think you went there. So we cannot treat 100% as an e-business, but there are certain limits. They are used for internal and external purposes. Now sending emails is what? And communicating with maybe the marketing partners, maybe with potential marketers, etc., etc., is for what? External parties. Right? Then maybe they will bring materials, books and other things, materials, right? And maybe admission cards or whatever. They could bring that from the suppliers. They might communicate with the suppliers by using EDI or emails. That's what? External. Then to communicate with you and the lecturers, they might be using an intranet. Within the organization, they might be electronic. And of course, you can see projectors are being used for internal lecture video. These are what? Electronic methods. Therefore, what I teach you sometimes later that there are 4 levels of commitment when it comes to digital business. At from a process level, certain processes like sending emails you can use, but other than you can have pure play business. Pure play businesses is where anytime the business is done online. Example, Amazon.com, Garage.com, Ikman.com. The Google, Yahoo are good examples for pure play. Pure play means 100% they do their all activities online. Right. That's the nature of business. So likewise, if you are using electronic methods to conduct activities, internal and external activities, that's called an e-business. Right? Is it clear? I want you to understand and apply. So then afterwards, you don't need to waste time to remember it. Is it? Why not? Because these will be tested at the exam. The definition is particular. Case studies will be there. So I'll show you past papers later on. Then you'll see all these are being tested. Right? So again, I told you what's my examination philosophy. What I test, what I teach is what I test. What I teach is what I test. Book has the two books together have more than 1,500 pages, but not all identification. Very special. Okay. So it can be internal activities or external activities. Internal activities will work. Within the business, you can use electronic methods. Now, for example, having an intranet. Take an example. Having an intranet. Intranet is the network within the organization. Intranet. An intercom system is a good example. Right. Intranet. That's within the organization. Then you can have ERP system within the organization. ERP. These are within the organization. Then with external parties, you can have a website, you can have events to communicate with the external parties. So these are possible. Internal and external activities. So keep that in mind. E-business is that. Then let's now see what's e-commerce. Please take down e-commerce. Now, when you want to talk about what? E-business. Now, you have to understand these are different but the same thing. E-commerce. Please take down e-commerce. At the exam, if you ask to define these things, distinguish, differentiate between e-business and e-commerce. So you have definitions, isn't it? What's the definition of e-commerce? What's e-commerce? You can tell me. E-commerce is what? A specific subset of e-business focused on facilitating transactions and selling products and services. So here e-commerce is what? A part of e-business. It's part of e-business. First of all, we have to understand this part is where you transaction, you facilitate transactions with your customers and suppliers. That's what you have done. So if you take this as e-business, if this e-business, part of this, a large part I would say, is what? E-commerce. It's a subset of e-business. E-business is a very large area. And in e-commerce, you do what? You do transactions. Transactions with two parties. What are the two parties? Sellers and buyers. Right? With your suppliers and with your customers. Transactions. Transactions with your suppliers and then customers. So in e-commerce, what you do is you do transactions. You go from transaction, buy and sell. So that's why in e-commerce there are two parts: buy side e-commerce and sell side e-commerce. Buy side e-commerce and sell side e-commerce. Buy side e-commerce means you do the transaction with the suppliers. Sell side e-commerce means you do transaction with your customers. So likewise, e-commerce is part of e-business. Is it clear? Is it clear? Buy side and E side. Buy side and sell side. E-commerce. So that's what I have told. There's buy side e-commerce as well as sell side e-commerce. Buy side means you are dealing with your suppliers. Yeah, right. Buy side e-commerce, you are dealing with your suppliers. Sell side e-commerce means you are dealing with your customers. Buy side, you are buying raw materials, that's buy side. If you are sell side, that means you are dealing with your customers. Buy side and sell side e-commerce. Buy side and sell side e-commerce. Buy side, sell side. Now, do you understand the difference between e-commerce and e-business? Is it clear? E-business is a large, scope. It has a large scope. Within that, you have what? E-commerce. E-commerce, there's buy side as well as sell side. Then types of e-commerce. Right? You can just take up types of e-commerce. You don't need to write what are these, just this stuff. This take out types of e-commerce. Just say types, that's enough. What are the types of e-commerce? Just take the first two words out, right? First three words, that's enough. B2B, what's that in B2B? Business to business. B2B. Then B2C, business to consumer, e-commerce. If you write only that three words, that's enough. B2B, B2C can go until you are not there. It's in the slides. Just to take down note what we discussed. So when you go home, you know what we discussed. And you can know what we have to revise. Then comes C2C, consumer to consumer. And then C2B, consumer to business. C2B, consumer to business. Here, customer is sometimes selling to the business. Right? Okay. Is this clear? Now I want you to use ChatGPT. Awesome. Yes, no, we can. Use ChatGPT and generate examples for each of these. Go to ChatGPT and tell an example for B2B. Ask the question. B2B e-commerce site. An example. And tell me example. I'm going to randomly pick and ask you what are some examples of B2B business? B2C business. This is simply easy and write some example. Now, for examples given B2B, B2C, C2C. Then I'll come to you and ask you, okay. An example for B2B e-commerce or e-commerce site or e-commerce. You can tell me anything, right? So write 4 examples for one example for each, or for example, one example for each. What others?
We do. We feel, you see, then see. And please see what are those businesses I said. You have to tell about business, just see what's there. What's that selling and how it operates and just think of it. Then you will chat with me if you are not sure what business is this. Then please explain this business. You might say, okay, eBay. You are not eBay, but you are not clear what's eBay. Then explain the business in eBay. So, brief. Then you will tell, this is how you put this chat. You are learning purposes. Isn't it? It's not only for the sign up for. Everybody go, if you lecturers are some lecturers teach PTK as the main meaning. But I find it not at all an meaning, it's a friend. All depends on the lecturer friend or an enemy in how you use it. How much of article and you can use a knife to cut vegetable. As well as these are bad things I said. Okay, shall I start? I did it. I heard it. You were in a project, we are talking, right. Okay, we'll start working the label down the marking and the I said, how do you I'll give you an example for B2B business. Example. A business. You can tell me an example. Okay, yeah. I will provide software for businesses. It's a business and it will provide businesses. Yeah. Okay, very good. Excellent. We'll ask them this one. You tell us a B2B business, B2B. Anything really. You want to make it work, right? You can use that. Make it more than so. I will. Last day of this video. What came the one? We have been excellent example. A digital marketer providing marketing services to another business. Good example. Excellent. Now let's come to BDC, business to consumer. We have one of the examples. We'll ask the student. Walmart is very good example. Even we can take part. Hills Super, Car Hills, all are B2B. Right? They have the online arms of Hill. Even last year, B2B. Good, very good. So we'll ask him. Person who's happy. We'll ask the C2C. C2C. People ask that person. They are telling, right? So you are telling C2C, no? Well, super concept, yeah. And there's a better example. Thank you. Thank you. C2C. Very nice. That's the example. In fact, you also gave a proper answer. He's giving an excellent answer. eBay. In eBay, I can say what I want. You need to be a vendor. I can go and list my items and someone pays the price. eBay provides what? The platform. eBay is the platform. So what can I do to that something? I can even do that, and I have done that testing when I was in Japan. I bought things as well as sold things. Very least as well as eBay. The biggest skill it's not popular, but again in Japan we use that platform, and also we have eBay. eBay, you don't need to be a vendor, you can just go and list and you can sell and buy things. It's like the municipal council between this space and vendors and buyers of charity.
It's a meeting space. Digital meeting. eBay is a very good example. See, sorry. This online marketplace like eBay, right? That can be taken as good example. Excellent. Now, you know, C2B, not that much is there, but again, can you give an example where C2B, consumer is giving business. Yes, can you what they are doing? You can just go to what we call it, you can explain the business of that. Yeah, because they have so, take it out. But CDB, CDB, YouTube, CDB, how that operates CDB, consumers, you can serve the business. You can upload content as users that are related to certain businesses and to promote the business. Very nice, good example. Five. After this, freelance, excellent. Freelancers are giving what? The services they are serving. They are basically freelancing software programmers, freelancing writers, they provide services to business. Very good example. Freelancing services are there, like Fiverr, and then also there are some other things. What next one for freelance? Huh? There are people do that. One program has created a plan, then you can charge $10, $15, $20, $30. Based on the very nice good example. Right, freelancing services. There are freelancing websites that you can. And of course, there are certain photography websites. There we can, as customers, as people, we can take photographs and we can send that photograph to business. If my hobby is photography, I can take photos in nice places and I can send it to business. Freelancing. Very good example. So likewise, you can see we have B2B, B2C, C2C, and what? Then finally C2D business platforms. These are different e-commerce modalities. Now, if we take Dallas, what was that called? Dallas. We have a hybrid profile. B2C business to consumer. Also, they provide some kind of platform. C is also the self-instructed. But maybe it's right. Good. Loss of the flow. Loss of the flow is important. B2C, the business, creating the customer. Is it? Likewise, we have different models. eBay, the best example of what? eBay, C2C. Consumers could meet each other. Right? And like independent companies. They provide what is the platform. The last is able to explain providing a platform. There are small and even I could, but I have here vendor and register myself, I can start selling items. I can create different models. Okay, great. I got very good answers. And use ChatGPT and try to understand. So you will learn things out of it. Right. We started around 12:30, no? Now I think high time we take a small break. Right? Break at up. Break at current. So we shall meet at 15 minutes. 2:22. And the topic is 2:30. Please come at 2:30. And we go up to 3:30. This break and come and thank you very much. Right. Welcome back. See, some people are still enjoying their life, but okay, let's continue. Right. So we were discussing about types of e-businesses and e-commerce, B2B, B2C, C2C, and C2B. Likewise, different types are there. Now, and we gave some very good examples. Thank you very much for it. Right. Now, let's see what is buy side and sell side e-commerce. Again, let me elaborate that which I have already elaborated earlier. So you can see sell side e-commerce means this is the business. Sell side e-commerce means that the e-commerce that deals with the customers of the business. Sell side. Customers of the business. Sell side e-commerce. Then on the other hand, the buy side e-commerce means where you deal with the suppliers of the business. Suppliers and other intermediaries. Sell side e-commerce also you might have intermediaries, like you might have wholesalers, retailers, then your consumers. Likewise, this is buy side and sell side e-commerce. There are two kinds of e-commerce. Is that clear? Okay, buy side and sell side. Okay. Now I want you to tell me, right? I want you to tell me the difference between these three: the intranet, extranet, and the ethernet. And you can mistake it for that, no problem. But tell me by understanding what you mean by intranet, extranet, and the ethernet. Intranet, extranet, and the ethernet. I hope this are they correct? No, not correct. You can have your body way, huh? Yes. Right. So what's the difference among? If they are because check it, check your website properly. Just check that the if you know external, internet, and extranet, intranet, and the internet. Also, the internet click off. Even if you website to get it, that we quickly what other things there's no problem. Internet, extranet, and the internet. Connect, and the internet. It's the same thing, it's equivalent of the internet. You can check in the websites, even the possible. We'll start with the intranet. What's the internet? What's the internet put? Sorry, we'll ask you, what's the internet? Internet. Very good. Inside. So, the battery development around the monster, no partner and the internet. Within those, I got excellent answers. Maybe I'm opinion. Very good. I'm getting the correct answer. So the intranet here, as your colleagues very correctly covered, is a private network that's only accessible by the employees and internal parties in the org. It's a private network. Private network, only the organizing members are actually, is it? Only employees and other parties within the organization would access this particular network. For example, you might have an intercom system. So it's a, and you might have a private drive that in that drive would be accessed only the cloud systems only for the organization employees. So you can put documents, etc., software, and it's accessible only by the employees in cloud. It's a private network. Very good. Now let's see what's an extranet. You want an extranet. Extranet. The particular argument. Right. The on extranet. How much these are the things to one and all can this. It's okay. These are the best. Tell us the option in front. Extra. Very good. It's still a private network, but extended to certain selected external parts, like who? Appliances. Like who? Suppliers. Right? These suppliers now you can EDI is a good example. Electronic data. As an example, if the inventory levels go down, the unit system of the organization, ERP system of the organization, directly send an invoice or what? A purchase order which is up. It's going beyond the confines of the organization. Organization, you can also select substance. With your main customer. Likewise, it's an extended private. But it's selected parties only. Not all to get into the okay. Is it? We'll ask, we have we should ask the balance and future. Let's start. Let's start. What's it? It's time. We need some meeting. I certain parts. Well, it's fine. This way. External can be accessed now. It's an extended price. So you can see an extranet could be accessed by now. Intranet, you can see here, only company employees, internal parties could access the intranet. Company only. Extranet, you can see, can be accessed through suppliers, by suppliers, customers, and other collaborators like intermediaries. They could access that. Right. Then what's the internet? Internet layer. We'll ask some of the students. What's the internet? How we compare to extranet and internet? One another. Internet. That's okay. Now, internet means only for internet. Extranet means extended private. Anyone in this world would access. Like your website. Your website can be accessed by anyone. Is it? So that's the internet. That's the internet. So the world could access. So the scope, based on the scope, we have the internet, extranet, and the internet. Isn't it? The scope of access. Company, then a little bit of extended parties like the suppliers, main suppliers, customers, collaborators, intermediaries. Then the internet can be accessed through by anyone, through as well as by anyone. Good. Now please take down this storage. Of course, right? I only. It is very much. I only. Right. Now please take down this topic. It says understanding different types of online persons. And what I want you to do is tell me examples for these 5 types of online persons. Right? What I need is please take down these 5 types of online person. But business can make itself online person in these 5 different ways. I want you to tell me examples. Right? Websites that are, I would say 100% in website would fall into these categories, 100% categorical, but some websites are more towards that. But transactional e-commerce site, an example would be nice. What's the transactional e-commerce site? Number 2, service-oriented relationship building websites. Those are not segmented, those are creating relationships. What are some examples? Then brand building sites. There are brand building sites. Right? Although they could sell things, but the main purpose is to build brand image. What are some examples? Then portal or media sites. What are those? Then finally social network sites. You need 10 examples. So what I want you to do is write down these 5 and give me an example for each. That's what I want. Take your time. I'm going to give 5 minutes once. These are 5 types of online presence. A company can make itself present in these 5 different ways. What I need is only an example, a real world example for this. Use ChatGPT or use any other website and see what are those. But you have to explain why you are doing it. Right? Five types of online presence. Tell me examples. You can discuss among yourself, no problem. You can discuss with your friends and you can tell me answers. You can discuss among yourself, no problem. Okay, sufficient time, no? Okay, sufficient time. Right. Now I'll ask you examples. Okay, transaction recovery side. Can you give an example? Excellent. A good example, right? Excellent. Nice. What's some of the examples? The last experience that only is something. Yes, yes, good example. There is some very nice example. This, I got some excellent examples for them. So, another, Alibaba, what else? AliExpress, your Dallas, Ava, transaction, e-commerce site. You can do transaction, buy and sell. You can purchase, select. Then we shall see service-oriented relationship with the website. Service-oriented relationship. Can you give an example? Okay. Good. Okay. Excellent. Right. Sorry. Hey. Service oriented relationship behaviors. Legal. Today, we are what kind of service oriented relationship. Yeah. Actually, here the main purpose is now by going to this website, people are buying and selling things. What you are going to do is you are going to build a relationship. Now, for example, first time, AT&T, right? PwC, below. Now, they also have websites. Can we go and buy audit services from them? Anyone can download the computer. So some of you can buy some of the computer. You can't buy it. They will display their services and then you can contact them via some email or something else and build relationships. So here they have the contact and other information, what kind of services they provide, and then you can go forward with them. So best examples are consultancy firms. Ernst & Young, KPMG, Deloitte, PwC are good examples. Even HSBC could be taken as an example, where we can contact them and we can develop relationships. Right? Good examples I got. Thank you very much. You gave excellent examples. Right? So those are transaction, service-oriented relationship with the websites. It's not like eBay. eBay is download there. Orixon is a download. But you have to, it will give you the opportunity to deal with it. That's what it happens. Then comes brand building websites. Everything around brand building website. Very good example. So, nice. So, excellent. Very good example. Yes, excellent. I think I got very nice examples. Now, for example, Apple. Apple has a website. Can you go and buy directly from that website? No. It will give you its selling partners. They buy the website is there on the first place. To build brand. It's displaying products and it's trying to build its brand. Now, how many years have the example? Of course, there's online tutorial and everything. That's correct. But how many years is there for? To build its brand. When you display its products. I would say you can buy the online tutorial and you know, but who will you are online tutorial, isn't it? I will feel very uncomfortable to make it online tutorial and go and purchase that afterwards. But that website is there for the what? To build its brand. Apple is there to build its brand to sell products. Direct. So these are cool parts. Then you don't Coca-Cola website. We are Coca-Cola website in your Coca-Cola. So that's there for what? Nike, all those are to build its brand. Take an example. You have examples here. So very good. I got some very nice answers. Then let's come to portal sites. Portal sites. What they do? BBC, yes. Very good example. These are these websites. Can I see an example? Yahoo is also a portal. I see an example. Would be there. Galle. Those are portal websites. Good. Then the easiest one. One. Social network website. So, take my browser. Facebook, indeed. Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, now it's Facebook. And what else? What's not WhatsApp? Then one thing, new generation likes what? New generation prefers what? Not WhatsApp, but I was told Telegram. Is that true? Telegram accounts created here of their without server. How many people have WhatsApp? Can you raise your hands, please? Okay, all those all. Telegram. I can see some people raising their hands because I was told now among you, right, this generation loves Telegram over WhatsApp. But I think so. See, the data doesn't show that. At least my sample indicates here something else. So I was told that, but then there was some counter arguments, but data except indicates always I base my data-driven decision. Data-driven decisions. So when it comes to data, they can indicate something else. Okay. Picture. Only the Twitter, WhatsApp is what I think it's most popular. Hey, you know what say different messages start from different. So I think WhatsApp is number one. Still, I can try to now I think it's a fast balance. WhatsApp is not owned by who? Who is the one of WhatsApp? Mark Zuckerberg. And Mark Zuckerberg is earning billions, isn't it? And we are missing. Good for him. Right. So I got excellent answers. I'm very happy. So you gave me good answers. I expect these kind of answers there. A big exam too. Right. So please take down notes and take down this. Right. अरे WhatsApp कुछ होता है Telegram कुछ होता है नहीं कहाँ करना होगा नया WhatsApp वो कहाँ करना दिया वाली right? Right. Now please take down the concept of mobile phones, M-commerce. Mobile commerce or M-commerce, mobile commerce. Mobile commerce. Here you are using mobile devices, solely mobile devices for the transaction. Mobile devices. What's the best example? Google. Picnic. Can you order picnic without a mobile device? Virtually you can't. You need a mobile device, you need a phone, it's a telecommunication connection. These are called mobile devices. Mobile commerce website. Quickly you will very good example. You need mobile devices and a telecommunication link, right? To operate and to interact with these websites. And apps, particularly apps, right? Mobile e-commerce. So I have highlighted the key term. These could be accessed through mobile devices. And it's limited to mobile telecommunication networks. Example, you can take down what? Google, Picnic, Snake. So mobile e-commerce websites, M-commerce is not healthcare. It's a part of e-commerce. E-commerce is the entire spectrum of e-commerce activities, and one part is M-commerce, which is getting popular and more popular. But the problem is their privacy and hacking attacks and some security risks. Then comes social commerce. What's social commerce? You can tell me what's social commerce. What is social commerce? Social commerce. What was social commerce? I don't know. You can't get it. Discuss the geology. Here, what's social commerce? What notable? One again utilizes social web to conduct e-commerce activity. Social media platforms is for another. You are using social media platforms to conduct e-commerce activities. Example, again, you can use Facebook. Facebook can be used to do what? Commercial activities. Develop the yes, you can use social commerce website, that means social commerce platforms to do transactions. So this is you can interact with each other. Good example is Facebook. Facebook also could be used for social commerce activities. And a lot of people are using it. But I find it sometimes very problematic when I see certain Facebook vendors what they are doing. Reliability might not be that high. My experience indicates that. Right. Okay. I think that's enough for good. Okay. Right. Before we end up, I would like to ask you a question. Is this clear what we are discussing? That's valuable. I want this conversation, not on active class. I don't want passive makeup. These are really something I don't want to hate you. And because these are very practical subject, I want you to apply. ಅದು ಕೀರೋ ಬರೋಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಇಷ್ಟ ಈಗ ಬಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರೋ ಅದೇ ಓಕೆ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಗುಡ್ usually also has certificates no this is very scientific right so with that we will finish for today we'll meet next day with a Saturday good luck and next day thank you very much